for LGD.
I like that a lot better because it's a little bit more bursty.
It's like they've got the double saves, and then they also have it's like a BKB timing. Sure, in these type of parts of the game, he'll be a little bit weak. Arrow just off the mark. But once he gets BKB, he's going to reign supreme, right? Who's the only one he really has to worry about when he has BKB is just the Terrorblade.
Mid lane. Very fire. Torrent won't save him. VP. They're able to get in on the middle with Solo coming forward with that stun. As their other four heroes can definitely afford to make aggressive plays. Bottom.
Ramses.
And they go with the Starstorm.
Arrow off the mark again.
Getting burst low, and indeed FY. Maybe watching a few too many BSJ streams. I'm joking, bro. I love
he skills leap. He's going for the triple leap. He wants Roger. He gets
right there. He's watching BSJ streams. FY. There we go. Compliment for you as well, bro. Brandon, sit down.
Do they have level 6 on no one? Not just yet. But he will already prepare the missile. And here comes Solo. No one is pretty low here, though.
Somnus has got a lot of HP to work with. That'll be the drag back.
Nice hex.
Torrent is going to be missed due to that disable from Solo, throwing the combo off top lane. Arme and X-Nova. We had to push over toward the rune spot and claim Pasha's life.
And it looks like he's going to make his own move. As he picks up his boots from the courier, he's like, okay, I don't want to sit mid. I can probably set up a kill easily onto Arme up top. He is also spotted by a ward during this rotation, though.
Solo can get this opening. By time for him to come in, X-Nova will slow down the move of no one with the disruption. They have the combo. FY's trying to turn an Arme, jumps in, gets one crit, gets a second crit with the Starstorm. That's the kill for PSG.LGD. As they read the moves of VP, FY there with the backup to turn things in their favor, and they get that gyro out of the game.
He saw FY bottom pick up that haste rune. FY quickly just darts through the jungle. Now
he's looking for more.
They want Roger.
Should be able to have a good shot at chasing this down. As Roger, he has a TP, but FY's got that arrow. If Roger tries to play his way out of this, I don't think there's any escape for the ET.
They're cutting him off as well. X-Nova cuts off the other route, so Roger really trying to just play around
the lane. There was the distractions there. Arme is left alone, so Roger's kind of happy with that. He says, I mean, you're spending a lot of time looking for me, but your carry's died. So if Roger dies, it doesn't. It's a good trade. VP's happy.
They look like they're gonna get him, yeah, but like you said, a very nice play there as Pasha gets a whole... Pasha gets, what, two kills from it, and he kills Arme? Look at the Terrorblade. Rams, he's able to farm freely versus Chalice as well. That pressure being alleviated off the map. And they're going to start preparing those stacks.
There we go, Somnus. He's got that 7, he's got a lot of damage. The Hex tries to throw off the combo, but it won't be the case. Still able to drag him back and get that pick off. And then to Solo's tree gives a little tasty bounty early on for Somnus.
None of them on her team can really amplify her, while TB just, your conjure image will always act as your own.
Not at all. And it's going to be a long sort of time for the PA. Same to be said for the Terrorblade, but maybe even longer so for the PA until she's active. She's going for the Battle Fury build this game. Mid lane, another setup into the arrow. They're making these combo plays happening. There's a lot of setup for FY to play with this game, and he's not missing arrows anymore.
They have like the two best heroes for setting up in the game. Kunkka as well as that Shadow Demon. OD might be the other one that you can argue for, but Pasha, he's getting surrounded here.
On the high ground, he's going to try and roll his way out. They're bringing back into the arrow. Torrent perfectly executed. As they have to disable to make sure there's no way for him to roll away.
If you don't have a Magnus, you don't have Bloodlust or somebody else that's just giving you that way to farm a lot faster.
You don't think sort of a Deso rush is... It's just too risky nowadays, one bad fight and you're not coming back into a game?
I think versus a hero like Terrorblade, it's not worth it. Versus the other four, sure, but TB has such high natural armor.
Get the pull back onto Roger. Just throw the ult out. It's going to clip onto Somnus. Pasha's still trying to fight with the supports as they'll roll it onto X-Nova. But a dagger on Solo. Jump in. It's an easy kill for Arme. These fights now, they're trying to force them, VP, but PSG.LGD, they just turn, they jump, they get these kills.
Meanwhile, LGD, they're just cruising back and forth, looking for plays constantly with that Kunkka as well as that Mirana. And they're just constantly setting up, protecting Arme's jungle. The arrow not being thrown out here. Now it's going to get close. He's going to get hit.
Good jukes for Solo, but still taking a lot of damage. FY. He tries to come in with the turn. The finger FY. Oh, FY. Why? He wanted it.
He did.
I mean, he got the finger. It really does just feel like the power, sort of the growth of the heroes on LGD's lineup. It's sort of ahead and it moves at a similar pace.
Top, look at this wraparound. Solo was hiding.
Arme's pretty deep. They've got the disable. And they got the burst. They should have him here. And they do. VP, they're able to punish a greedy Ame who pushes out alone and doesn't expect VP to still be hanging around, and that's a big pick off of them. I mean, Deso PA, you find yourself on top of Solo after he's dropped out a Hex and a stun. He's dead in a couple of hits.
You get yourself 1 or 2 kills, you can just go straight into the Roche pit, and then you're going to be playing with an Aegis advantage, and the map is going to get smaller and smaller. So let's see if they can actually catch anyone on me here. Jump forward. Roger. Is that no crits? He just died to like the regular attacks there, it seems.
I believe so. Just the damage of the Deso. It's terrifying. VP, they've got to hold themselves in the base. As PSG.LGD, they're waiting right outside.
Ramses.
He's stepped forward. There's the setup. The creeps will block it, but the demonic purge is down. They'll try and get on top in the bottom. Challenge. He's in with the Ramses. Ramses is dead. Pash is going to look to roll forward. The BKB pop from no one. They're hunting for the easier kills. Finger onto Xnova, but Xnova will live. He's out over the trees. X marks there. The arrow will whiff. They drag back Solo. Chalice, Gush, Dagger again. They're cleaning up these fights. Now that they've started to look for them, PSG.LGD, they just at a power level that's hard for VP to stand toe-to-toe with at the moment.
And the BKB is down for no, and they're committing forward for it.
They drop it back. They are going to have the ult coming down, but a jump over from Army will dodge it. Another X marks there. No one's going to be dragged back towards the team as they take out the Gyro. They take everything here from VP, pushing down.
Ame wants more.
He's not even done looking for a crit, won't get it. So Roger gets the chance to stomp. But you know that Ame's going to still maybe try and chase. Now he's playing it sensible. It's TI. He doesn't want to throw things away. Back towards mid. Pasha starting to print the rest of LGD low. A boat will come in, give some of the rum to Somnus as he'll look for the TP out. Ramses, can he find even? Oh, Xnova! Disruption. Make sure that his 2 cores get out alive, and Xnova in a similar fashion to game 1. He'll die, but he saves his cores.
Such a beautiful smoke there coming into play there. That type of fight engaging in that area, we're kind of surrounded. It's not the best way for us to take it. Now they're getting a better type of surround here. As VP, they're split up. Ame is already prowling around with this blur, and Roger, he's spotted.
They're going to find him.
He's going to be a quick and easy one for them.
He's going to try for the sum. He's not going to get a chance to do so. With that Gush, arm reduction, Desolator.
Oh, LGD, they're really running away with this one now.
Yeah, it's starting to look like a bit of a repeat of game 1. Once they get the advantage, they do not let go of it. Blur's cooldown goes down as well.
Yep.
And Blur now, it dispels.
That is true.
It's a buff for everything. Mid lane, they get the roll in, finger out, they should get this kill. They get one. The question is how much are they going to lose in return? Will we just solo?
That's pretty good if they're able to disengage off of that one. They forced a BKB as well from Somnus. Getting some tower damage as well. Arrow to scout.
How would you start this fight if you're VP?
They don't have the natural forms of initiation. Pasha wants to, but like we said, he hasn't built any armor items. He now has the Vlads at least finished up, but
Ramses
fairly squishy. Ramses.
He's going to get arrowed here as he stands.
They're doing everything.
Ramses dead. He doesn't have buyback. No one's trying to fight back here as he pops the BKB. Ame himself also has the BKB ready. Jumps over. Solo's got as well. Ramses. It was AFK.
That might be the game.
And he can't buy back. He just stood there and took FY's arrow to the face. 36-minute farming for that. He spent the whole game farming and he gets hit by 1 arrow and all that, but it was for nothing.
And they're just going to keep diving forward here. Pasha, X'd up, he's arrowed, and he's brought down. That just might be it. No one, he's going to try to commit forward.
But he does no damage.
And there comes
no damage. As LGD, they have really come into this first series of the TI9 main event with all guns blazing. Solo will jump in. They'll pop the Ghost Scepter. Pasha trying to offer some sort of damage out there. Brought back on no one.
They're on Somnus.
It solves down, and with the splitter, they do kill off the Kunkka. They get one. They need so much more from this OVP. They'll find Chalice as well. They will manage to hold on, but their base has been torn apart. Bottom rack's gone, mid rack's gone. Only that range rack's in the top lane still standing.
I have seen somebody else take the 10%, but we're going to see the triple dagger in this one.
They're VP though.
They're going to get this.
They are into the Roche, and they will find it.
The arrow will connect onto Ramses.
It is another arrow, Ramses. They can't follow it up this time. And then Solo jump in. He gets the stun off onto two of them. Cooldown's down. No one moves forward. PSG.LGD will back
Solo.
Now Solo getting brought down low by the poison. Pashes in with a jump. They manage to cut down Nike Nova. Shadow Demon's dead. Buyback straight away. Roger on the back lines with focus. Replay for what? Get back to the game. Get it out of there. FY. He's been collapsed upon. Ramsey's 2 kills. Double kill. There's no buyback on FY.
Double gems. Pick him up.
VP had to buy back on both supports for this, but they're fighting back. I mean, saving on too many, obviously, there's not really too much point. I guess he's so farm that the buyback is still worth it, even if he loses a rapier. But now he's going in. He's going in. He's got the rapier.
He's got buyback available.
Now, this is exciting, because if he loses that rapier...
That's without the Deso put in as well. So it's 2,600. He puts the Deso in. He's probably going to be critting with the DD rune over 3,000 on if it's one of those like low physical armor heroes. Once it's the higher physicals, it's going to be a lot more reduced. But we'll see some big numbers.
Full Bloodthorn on Somnus, so we're going to see even more big numbers.
Yeah.
Crits upon crits. Solo. He's going to look for the jump in. Pasha's there. Actually hits the clip, so won't be able to find Xnova straight away, and it gives Xnova the time to put the disruption. The rest of LGD is moving in. Ramsey's in with a BKB. They'll kill off Xnova. Can they get more, though?
They're trying to disengage. He popped BKB in meta.
BKB, double damage. He'll look for the quick kill first. Solo's down. Now turns for the next shot. Fall up to no one. Back with the high ground. He's still a little scared. As the BKB will wear off, Arme not ready to fully commit. But FY finds no one inside the jungle. Ramses and Pasha, the last two left alive as Ramses is surrounded. They'll jump forward, take him out indeed. It's cool. It's over for VP in this upper bracket. As PSG.LGD take game 2, they take the whole series, and again, it didn't look close. This was LGD on another level. VP did not seem prepared.
No, PSG.LGD in this series, I mean, they just seem to have the number. This Tidehunter just proving to be such a problem for VP. Even though they were able to get their farm out throughout the game, one pick-off. They get one pick-off onto Ramses, and they lose their entire base pretty much.
And we saw sort of signs of this from VP in the group stage. They had some series that just looked absolutely atrocious, where both games back-to-back, they were struggling to find any sort of momentum.